And first of all, let me introduce our company and myself. The EC company was founded in 2020, and it's a company engaged in education and cultural exchange between Egypt and China. The company provides opportunities for Egyptian students and the school to contact and communicate with Chinese and institutions to provide some education resources. We provide Chinese university more opportunities for overseas basis constructions and overseas programs cooperation and exchange. For Egyptian students, we provide study abroad consultant service. If you have no ideas where to study or which major to study, you can contact us. So today, you can leave some message, leave your background, your age, your score at school, and your skills, and the purpose for study, and your language level. And I can give you some suggestions. So to know the majors, which major you want to learn, the first thing is to know the major and to know the categories. So in China, the major can be divided into 12 disciplines, include engineering, which is the most people are interested in, and the literatures, science, medicine, management, economic, philosophy, law, education, agronomy, arts, and history, and with 93 categories and 845 majors. This number is increased every year. And the discipline with the largest number of majors and the most interested to everyone is engineering. We have a lot of students who ask us apply for the major of engineering, but they don't know why or what they want to do in the future. They want to be an engineer, but they don't know how. I think some students only try to apply the related majors. This is correct, but he can have more choice. If you want to learn mechanic, but there is no good options. There is no school offered these majors. You can choose like mathematics and automations. Sorry, I will give you guys more detail later about engineering. And actually, if you want to be a high-level engineer, the majors you need to learn is physics, not engineering. I think this ideas no one told you guys before. So lots of students don't know about it before, and someone might think, I will learn physics and math if I want to be a scientist. I want to do some research. I will learn the math and physics. But actually, 90% of students who learn physics and math become an engineering. Only few of students doing the study and research in the future. And let's back to the engineering programs. So because the theoretic foundation of engineering is physics and mathematics. For example, if I want to build a bridge, I need to calculate the structures and the load-bearing capabilities and capacities, which requires the knowledge of physics. And most engineering discipline requires a foundation in physics and math. Also, there are some fundamental knowledge in chemistry and biology. So if your learning ability is good, you can consider to study science first and applying for engineering programs during the postgraduate stage. Okay. This is the difference between science and engineering. The thoughts, if the people want to be an engineer, what they should choose. I think there is a big difference between some students' knowledge. And let's back to the engineering discipline. So for the engineering is referred to engineering refers to a field of study that improves the design and application for example, the system, the materials, and the architectures, machineries, and other disciplines through the application of the basic knowledge, such as the natural science and economics and mathematics. In China, there have 32 major professionals categories, include mechanics, machineries, instrument, material, engineering and power, electronic, information, automation, computer science, civil engineering, and so on. For example, the aerospace, the textile, light industry. There are so many different categories that you can choose. People generally pay attention to the classification of the disciplines such as the mechanics, automation, electronic, and such as computer science. But actually, engineering programs can be divided into two different sets. The first is related to the major, and the another thing is related to the industry. Major refers to technology that employ various of industry. Well, the industry refers to focus on one particular field. For example, the computer science is a professional majors. We call it majors. Well, the civil engineering is an industry. So if you decided to develop in a certain field, you should choose the major that is applicable. If you choose the major of industry type. And if you want to have a wide range of employment fields, you should choose a major. On the other hand, you can also divide these majors into in another way, such as use theoretical fundamentals, include math, physics, chemistry, and biology. And the physics can divide it into electronic and mechanics. Okay, you leave your WeChat ID. If someone contacts you, it's not me. What I can do? Okay, so based on you, I think only you online. I can give you some suggestions, and after that we can continue. Now, allow me to speak Chinese. 首先，你的年龄是24岁。你的语言是通过了 HSK4，然后我们是埃及的学生，开罗大学毕业。我可以知道一下你的成绩吗？在学校里的大学的成绩，大概的一个分数，就是比如说你是大概在80%、90%。首先，你想学的专业是 AI Logistic， Mechatronic Engineering。首先，你所说的 AI 和 Mechatronic Engineer 这两个专业你是申请不了的。一个很重要的原因是，这两个专业需要你在本科阶段学的也是相关的专业。是的，比如说你2023年毕业了，但是你毕业之后，你的在学校里面的成绩大概是一个什么样的水平？我需要了解这个，然后我才能给你更多的建议。那我们先就专业来说，首先，Logistic 这个专业是可以学习的。 因为这个专业对于你的前置学位，就是你的本科阶段的学习没有要求，但是 AI 和 mechatronic engineer 这个是要求你本科阶段也学的是相关的专业，不一定是学 engineering，你可以学数学，可以学物理。但是呢，如果是只学了中文的话，这两个专业是很难申请的，因为到研究生阶段，这两个专业是需要你本科阶段有一定的基础。那关于 logistic 的这个专业，其实它是在international trading 下面，让我查一下。其实你可以申请的，比如说去申请international trading，或者是其实关于经济学和管理学的专业，我不知道你感不感兴趣。管理学的专业我可以给你介绍一下，比如说物流管理 （logistic management）。对，然后呢international trading 是在 economic 下面的。让我们先说这个 management 下面的专业，你可以申请的，叫 logistic management， 这个物流管理专业，你可以选择去申请。然后呢，包括这个管理科学与工程，叫 management science and technology， 你可以去考虑，但是不是所有的学校把管理工程跟科学都放在管理学院，也有一些学院是放到了 engineering school。所以呢，这个要看学校。然后接下来呢，management 比如说工商管理、物流管理，稍等，我查一下专业目录。我记得我的内容里面 ，sorry, you cannot related to the management。企业的工商管理，然后包括酒店管理、旅游管理，然后关于像这种农业经济管理，这些专业其实是都可以申请的。对于你未来想要做什么，其实这个你未来要做的工作决定你现在要申请什么专业。比如说你未来想做，我想，因为现在很多毕业的学生，学中文的学生去做旅行社，然后甚至是去做跟旅游相关的专业，去做跟旅游相关的这个工作，那可以在研究生阶段选择学习旅游管理或者酒店管理，这都是跟旅游相关的一些专业，也是相对来讲，在埃及现在普遍薪资比较高，而且怎么来说呢？就是薪资比较高，然后呢，对于学生来讲也比较好申请、好毕业的专业。然后如果你要想做跟贸易相关的、跟 international trading 相关的，在管理学下面，目前的话就是农业经济管理和这个物流管理。agriculture, economic management and logistic management 这两个大类，当然这两个大类下有很多细分的专业，可以去选择这两个类别下面的专业去可以选择。然后刚刚你说的还有一个是 economic 经济学，经济学呢现在是可以选择，可以选择去读的专业包括会计，包括经济学。economic accounting 这两个，然后包括你说的 international trading 这个专业也可以选择。然后如果你的语言很好，你可以选择一些专业，一些研究生的专业是英文授课的，当然也可以选择一些中文授课的。研究生阶段的中文授课的专业和英文授课的专业的比例，要比本科阶段要比例更大一些。就是研究生专业，如果你觉得你的中文很好，那你可以选择中文授课的专业。 那如果你要是选择英语授课的专业的话，也会有很多的选择。如果他没有开中文授课的，你可以选择去学习英文授课的专业。然后因为你会多种语言嘛，你也可以去选择在 literature 就是在文学下面的一些专业，就比如说学像你们现在在学的一般都是国际汉语教育相关的专业。这个专业呢有一个好处，就是在中国很容易申请奖学金，因为很多学生其实how to say， 很多学生其实想申请中国留学，然后中国政府也比较鼓励的就是对外汉语教育，然后每个学校是设专门的奖学金，在这个专业上是专门的奖学金，所以你如果对这个奖学金比较关心的话，可以去考虑这个方面。关于您获得这个证书机会，获得这个 offer 的机会大不大，这件事情取决于你的成绩，以及你的综合的一个情况。因为我不太了解你的学习成绩，所以我不能给你一个特别详细的一个就是说明说你的机会大或不大。但是中国一共有2-3千的学校，如果是申请研究生阶段的话，可能有1000多所学校。中文授课的学校大概有上百所，英文授课的也有几百所。那这些学校当中一定是有你能读、能申请并且能毕业的学校，但是我不能说保证说你一定能申请到某一个学校。但是呢，如果你的学习成绩在学校很好，你是有很大机会到中国来留学，甚至获得奖学金留学的，在学这个对外汉语教育专业。那其他的专业呢，对于未来的就业可能会更广一些，因为你到中国学习，其实本身就在使用汉语。未来你毕业之后，其实你的汉语水平应该是已经达到了一个很好的水平了，因为你在中国生活，你每天使用的语言就是汉语。同时，你如果在学习的过程当中还能掌握另外一门技能，那这个对于你找工作来讲，其实是非常好的。比如说我只学了对外汉语，未来我能做的工作就是一些翻译啊、导游啊相关的工作，做一些辅助知识类的跟语言相关的工作。但是如果我学了一个技术，比如说我学了酒店管理专业，未来我就可以在酒店工作。首先你是一个硕士毕业的酒店管理专业，那未来我可以到5星级酒店去工作，我不一定要使用中文，但是我会中文能成为一个我在这个酒店工作的加分项。那比如说我学旅游管理，那未来我可能不仅仅是作为一个导游，我可以不一定说一定要去作为一个导游去工作，我也可以到一个旅游公司里去做一个管理相关的工作。包括我去学，如果你的中文水平不是很好的话，我不建议去申请对外汉语教育专业，因为这个专业对于中文的要求还是比较高的。我更建议去申请像你刚才说的这个 international trading，像这个 logistic management 这些专业，你可以去了解一下关于管理学和经济学的专业，management categories and economic categories. You can see from these pictures, we have a large number of majors related to the management and a large number of majors related to the economics. You can think about this. 其实，可以这个时候可以给你聊聊就业啊，因为现在直播间里没有什么人。关于就业的事情，其实我们也跟很多的中国企业聊过，包括其实未来如果在中国中资企业工作的话，其实有一个很重要的事情，就是你如果去做了旅游，其实很多中资企业会比较谨慎的去考虑这件事情，因为因为我其实没有场合去跟大家聊这个问题啊。其实如果我们是做导游这个工作，它的收入水平是很高的。据我了解，这个收入水平是很高的。那相对而言，在中资企业的工作，它的水平就相对来讲没有那么高。其实现在在埃及的中资企业，他们想要的员工更多的是有技能的员工，而不是纯翻译。 比如说你又可以做翻译，你又可以因为你会说中文，同时你还可以去做一些 paperwork，比如说我可以做 Excel，我可以做 PPT，我可以做设计 design，然后甚至说我自学了 coding，我会 computer，这些技能其实是可以帮助你更好的去找到一件工作的，而不是说中文的能力。实话说，大部分的中文系的学生，他的水平去做翻译这件工作，其实是有一点点难度的，因为翻译这个专业是另外一个专业，是一个特别要求对于汉语水平要求特别高的一个专业。所以，对于学中文的学生来讲，其实我们更建议学生去考虑学中文的同时，再去学一门技能，学一个技术，这个可能对于学生来讲会更好一些，对于中资企业来讲，可能你也更有吸引力一些。那对于现在的中资企业来讲，他们招聘的很多中国员工，更多的是曾经在中资企业里干过的员工。第一个原因呢，是因为他已经熟悉中国公司的工作文化，他知道怎么样能更好的去配合各个部门完成工作。第二个呢，就是我能了解中资企业文化的同时，我已经在这个行业里面有一定的技能了。就比如说有很多的员工，我们之前也见到过很多的员工，他从中建，这个 CBD。就是工作，然后跳槽到其他的公司，其实是很受欢迎的。因为你在中建工作，其实你不仅仅是做一些翻译，了解一些基本的工作，可能你对建筑学本身 construction 这个专业也慢慢的有一定的了解。那在其他的公司工作，可能因为你更了解 construction，可能你就会有更多的机会。那对于埃及的学生，其实我更推荐的专业是 accounting，是会计。大家会觉得会计是学数学，其实会计学的不是数学，会计学的是逻辑，就是做账其实就是简单的加减法，但是实际上背后的是一些会计学的基础理论。每一家中资企业都需要一个做会计的专业的人才。那这个会计可能一个会计的部门，一个做 accounting 的部门是很多很多人的，但是呢，如果你会这个技能，它其实是需要一些埃及的员工去帮他做一些，比如说阿拉伯语的这些文档的整理，包括去做一些阿语的这个在会计学专业上的一个翻译。所以我觉得要在考虑这个找工作或者说未来学习的这件事情，你应该首先考虑的是，我会中文的同时能掌握一门技能。对于我们来讲，做 international trading，其实，你如果学了 international trading，可能未来可能很难在中资企业找到工作，是因为现在埃及跟中国的贸易，你可以去了解一下这个信息哈，就纯做贸易的公司是很少很少的。基本上都是埃及的公司。但是如果你很了解中国，你可以选择去读 international trading，然后去找一家埃及的公司，帮他做中国和埃及之间的这个贸易。那这个也是一个思路。那如果你想做贸易的话，最好是要选对学习的地方，比如说，大部分的埃及公司可能做贸易是从中国的广州或者深圳去进货，或者是从这个杭州、浙江这些地方进货做 international trading。所以你选择的学习的学校尽量是在这个城市周边。很多学生跟我说我就要去大城市工作，其实不一定，这个取决于你读什么专业。如果你读的是 international trading，我更建议在这些城市，是因为你会更了解这个城市。未来的贸易可能是在中国和埃及之间的，你未来可能会频繁的往返这两个国家。如果你更了解，比如说你未来工作的这个公司，它是跟深圳的公司做 trading，是从深圳发货到埃及， 那你在深圳已经待过2年了，你就可以更好的了解这个深圳这个城市，你也能知道哦，我想要去找这个供应商，那他大概在什么地方，我能更好的去安排你的工作，甚至说你的领导可能之前没来过深圳，他现在跟深圳刚刚开始有业务，那你完全可以带着他来到深圳，你可以帮他介绍这座城市，因为你更了解他。这是关于 international trading 的。但是如果你说，我中文也不好，但是呢，我可能未来还是想在中资企业工作，那我建议的就是中文加一个技能。这个技能并不一定说你一定要拿到 master degree。现在中国企业在埃及招聘的话，其实并不是那么的关心这个专业，其实他更关心的是，并不一定关心你的学历。其实你学这个 master degree 还是 bachelor degree，对于中国的企业来讲，我们只关心的是你有没有能力完成这个工作。所以在中国有很多1年的交换项目，它并不是中文的交换项目，可能是一些这个关于 engineering 相关的。你申请 master degree 可能比较难，但是我申请一个 one year exchange program， 就1年的交换项目，是关于工科类的，或者是我读一个 diploma，diploma 一般情况下，它需要 HSK 3级以上，然后同时需要2到3年的时间，然后你能拿到这个 diploma。其实它是 bachelor degree、master degree 还是个 diploma，其实公司是不在意的。但是你有这个技能，比如说我来这边学了一个computer science，我学了一个 diploma，但是我又会汉语，到埃及去你是很好找工作的。可能 computer science 是一个特别的例子，因为 computer science 的去那边的公司还不是很多。比如说你做这个学 engineering related major，就是你学工科相关的专业，未来你进到这些公司，比如说美的、海尔，甚至说去华为，他们都需要 engineer，他们都需要工程师。你可以现在去研究一下，比如说未来我想进哪类的公司，比如说我想进一个 construction company，我想进一个建筑公司，还是我想去进一个 IT company，还是我想进一个 manufacturing company。你先选好了未来你想进哪类方向，然后可以读一个非 degree 的 program。还这种 program 呢，因为它对于学生有要求，就是也必须要会汉语，所以其实它还更好申请。这个奖学金，也更容易拿到 offer，所以其实完完全全可以考虑这样的一个机会，用1到2年、2到3年的时间去学一个专业，然后再回来到中资企业工作，或者是说，如果你觉得我现在不想学工科相关的，我还是想拿一个学位的话，可以考虑会计这个专业。因为会计专业的话，或者是学如果你的记忆力很好，你能记得住东西的话，你可以选择去读一个法学的硕士。但这个有难度，但是我觉得这是一个性价比非常高的，是因为法学未来你毕业之后回到埃及，你既了解埃及的法律，你又了解中国的法律，然后你就可以帮企业做很多法务相关的工作，比如说注册公司，然后做一些变更，这些其实都是需要 lawyer 去操作的，需要律师去操作的。那埃及可能更多的他们是外聘埃及本地的机构，那如果你能会中文的话，你可能直接进入到中资企业，就在他的法务部门工作，这也是一个很好的机会。Okay, let's back to our topic today. I already talked about the how to choose the majors for Chinese language student. And after that, I want to introduce some related majors about. And before I introduced about engineering related majors, and the next topic is about medicines. Lots of students talk with me. I want to learn the medicines. I want to be a doctor in the futures, but I think some students don't understand why they don't think about why they learn it. So many people think, oh, become a doctor can make money, but not everyone to learn the medicine proficiency will be a doctor. Only clinical medicine and it's called stomatology. We call it dental medicine, can apply for doctor's lessons. And the nursing majors can become a nurse in the future. And almost no other proficiency, no other majors can become a doctor. And the medicine categories, they have like basic medicines, protective medicines, pharmacies, and other measures. Thank you. My English, I am practice my English. And if you think my English need to improve, it need to change my grammar, you can always tell me. I am learning. Just I didn't use English for a long time. And let's back to our topic. And for those majors, these majors are mainly engaged in research, mainly engaged in research and development work. And also the medicine majors can make money, become the doctor can make money, but it's very difficult and require continual learning for new knowledge. Okay, in the future you can teach me some Arabic. I'm learning Arabic, but it's so poor for me. It's so difficult for me. And for the people, if you don't like to learn, you don't want to continue learning in the whole life, I'm not recommend you to learn medicine. And if you don't like chemistry, you don't learn medicines. And if you are unable to actively explore and you're not good at a slow problem, I'm not recommend you study medicines. And also some students from disadvantaged families also not recommend you, because to learn medicines will spend a lot of money. And the next topic is about management. Before, I already talked about a lot of major related related management in Chinese. And let me explain. It's the major that Egyptian students not really pay attention to. Management is not only include majors such as the entrepreneur management, public management, but also include the major related to the management science and engineering. This is combine the different fields that no longer not only understand the entrepreneur management, but also the master's engineering knowledges. If you are not good at majors such as mathematics and physics, but you want to learn the knowledge related to the engineering, the management science and engineering is definitely the best choice for you. On the other hand, the majors such as the tourism management, hospital management, and agriculture economic management and logistic management are also very popular in the whole world. And it's also the average of talent. That's I think the Egyptian company want to hire those kind of students. And for the students who learn the literature, I will recommend to choose the major related to the management, because the literature major generally requires a language with a higher requirements of the language skills, such as for a master degree, you should at least pass the HSK5. The HSK4 is not enough. Okay, here is another friend's Faraha. Oh, it's another Faraha. Hello, nice to meet you. Let me translate my language into Chinese for a while. 你好，我的中文名字叫艾新月，今年19岁，已经在新梅斯梅利亚新国立大学学习中文1年了。我的水平是 HSK3。你的 HSK 3级是已经考过试了，还是你是学完了 HSK 3级的课程 ？OK， 我很快报名参加国际 HSK 3考试。好的，因为我要申请去中国留学的奖学金。你申请的是1年的 exchange program 是吧？然后我学习成绩非常优秀，在大一的时候，我的成绩是第5名，平均绩点大概是3.8，综合成绩是优秀，还参加过孔子学院的声乐课程，并获得证书，也考了 HSK。I think it's HSKK. Do we have HSK 0 and HSK 1? 我期待能申请的去中国的奖学金。你好 ，Faraha。我想你已经开始申请中国留学奖学金了，还是你在准备申请？留学生的奖学金一般是每年的12月到第2年的2月份申请。我想你可能是在准备申请奖学金，或者是在提交材料的过程当中。那首先，我觉得你的学习成绩很优秀，你肯定有很大的希望能申请到去中国留学的奖学金。学习1年中文能达到 HSK 3级的水平，其实是非常非常优秀的学生。在中国的话，如果你在中国学习的话，其实老师有一个评估，就是如果你的水平是有一定的基础，你是很容易在中国学习1年之后达到 HSK 4级的水平。所以我相信，如果你能来中国做1年的交换生的话，你的中文水平会有一个更高的提高。那我觉得在专业上面，因为你已经开始读大学了，那我在专业上就不给你什么建议了，我可以给你一些学校的建议。因为我们其实接触了很多的爱基学生，他们在学习的过程当中，在学习中文的过程当中，可能他们关注的内容和企业想要的这个人才，它是有一个 gap， 是有一个差异的。那所以我可以就这个方面跟大家做一个分享。首先呢，在很多学生可能更关注自己我拿了多少证书，然后我参加了多少的课外活动。其实这些是在你有能力的基础上的一个辅助内容。如果你的中文特别特别的优秀，其实我建议中文特别好的学生直接去考虑做翻译的工作，不是在企业里面的这种普通翻译，而是真的认认真真去学一个翻译的专业。如果你真的很喜欢中文，并且你觉得你的能力是能把中文学好的，那我的建议是，你就往翻译的方向去学习，而不是往这个对外汉语老师的这个方向去学习，因为它的要求不一样。比如说我们参加各种国际会议，里面有一种叫同声传译。同声传译的英文是什么？稍等，让我查一下。Oh, my poor English. Sorry, I cannot spell it. Simultaneous interpretation. Simultaneous interpretation. Oh, okay, I can speak English. So for the students who learn Chinese for the first year, you already get the level of HSK3. I think you learn very fast. Because during the some teachers told me if the students with a basic knowledge, they can pass the exam in the first year. A basic language skill and they pass the HSK3 or HSK4. That means you learn very fast. And for for you guys, I think you already choose your majors. I think you of course you love Chinese, and I cannot give you any suggestion about the majors, but I can give you some other suggestions during these 3 years, because you're welcome. The first things a lot of students cared about, I participate some activities. I have a lot of certificate in the school, but actually it's good, but it's not enough. For Chinese companies, they much care about your skill about your majors. So if you really like to learn Chinese, I think you can do some. You can continue to learn and to do the translation work. And before I just searched one kind of translations called simultaneous interpretation pretension. Okay, I can leave the message. I couldn't. So if you're good at language, I think you can continue to learn and to learn translation. If you want to use the Chinese language as a skill and you want to looking for the job not related to the language, I think during the college year, you should learn one skills by yourself. For example, you can learn how to use the Office, how to use the Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You can do the PowerPoint by yourself. It's very helpful. It's much better than you participate in some activities or get some certificate. And in the future, if you want to study in China, you have two directions. If you continue to learn Chinese, the better way for you to learn is to learn translation. Maybe translation between Chinese and Arabic. And if you're in the future, if you want to work in not only in Chinese company, also in other international companies, I think you can choose, for example, the major related to the management, the economics, and others. So I think your question is about how to apply for the scholarships. For the first things, the scholarship related to your score. Your score, your GPA is 3.0. I think it's enough. But you can search how many scholarship last years your school applied, and how many students study abroad in China with a scholarship last year. And if there are more than 5, I think you're number 5. I think number 1 to number 4, they also want to study in China. If you can ask them if they want to study in China, do 1 year exchange programs. Okay, you now have 4 competitors, and if the first 4 students top 1 to top 4, they don't want to study in China this year, I think you have a big chance to get a scholarship. But if they don't want to, if they want to, they will be your competitors. And you should ask your teachers, how many students study abroad in China last years with the scholarships. If there are more than 5, I think you have chance. And if less than 5, you should care about it. And on the other hand, for the scholarships, they not just care about the score, the GPA. They also care about your participation. If you are very excellent students, can cooperate with the teachers, can always help each others, I think it will be big help because your teacher know you are good students. You never make troubles for the school, for the university, for the teachers, and you can study well in China. They may possibilities give you the scholarship. To apply the scholarship and prove that based on the score and your assignment by the Ministry of Education in China and the Ministry of Education in Egypt. As I know, from now, all the scholarship approved, all the CSC scholarship approved by the Ministry of Education in Egypt, not in China. So, if you have resources to contact with them, you can try to. And if you don't have, if you want to know what's the possibility I can get the scholarship, you can always ask your teachers how many people get the scholarship last year, and is there top 1 and top 4 want to study abroad. If you know these numbers, I think you will know you can get it or not. And after you come to China, I think you can not only learn Chinese, you should know what kind of things in the future you want to do. What's the job you are looking for in the future, and you should keep in touch with the school in China. For example, if you exchange in like Tianjin universities, and you should keep contact with the teacher in Tianjin University. And in the future, if you want to apply for the master degrees, you can contact them. Oh, I want to apply for the master degree. Do you have any contact peoples? Can they support me? Can you give me some recommendation later? I think this is a good way. Do I answer your question? I hope you can get your scholarship in the future. Okay, and let's back to our topic. Apply for BA at age 25. Hello, Yenna. Hello, nice to meet you. BA means BA, analyst. What's the full name of BA? For a bachelor degree, I think in China, apply for the bachelor degrees, need to under 25. If you are age at 25 this year, you should apply as soon as possible. Bachelor of Arts. Yes, you can apply for, but you should do it as soon as possible, because the scholarships of the CSC scholarships has the age limit. The age limit between age 18 to 25. So all the school also provides the age limited for also required the age limited. And some schools they can apply under 30. But most, I think 80% universities ask for the candidates under age 25. So for the Bachelor of Arts, they ask for your works. Do you have any papers? Do you have any works? It depends on your works. And this majors is very special. If you want to apply for these majors and you have the skills, you can contact us. We can give you some suggestion, give you some university's name, and you can think about you want to apply or not. And for I already talked about the management majors. I'm ready. I still have troubles choose majors. Okay, you are the special topic. Why you want to learn art? Because you learn, for example, you learn drawing. Arts, actually, arts divided into different directions. Someone learn drawing, someone learn the design. Let me check. So which kind of major you want to apply for? Arts in generally, I mean bachelor in generally. Okay. So have you give you some solutions to choose the majors? How to choose the major? I want to talk about this. Oh, what happened? So lots of people may not know how to choose the majors. Right. So for the first things we always think about is your own interest. What kind of things your interest? If you're interested in, for example, some students are interested in robot, they choose the robot engineering. That's correct. But actually, you have a lot of choice. Not only the robot management, robot engineering, and beside your own interest, another thing is about the abilities. It's about your skill, your score. This related to the language score, the language level, your, for example, the math, the physics, chemistry, biology, those subject. And the third thing is about the learning difficulties. If I'm good at learning, good at study, I think I can apply for a lot of majors. I can apply for the medicines. I can apply for engineering. But if I'm not good at study, I don't like study, I think you can choose, for example, management. It's much easier to graduate. And after graduate, I think some students, they learn whatever medicine or management, they work at the same level. They get the same salaries. It's just depends on your interest and your abilities, because the management categories, the management major related majors is much easier to understanding and is easier to control. You can control everything and you will get a better work. So for the difficulties of each majors, I listed it. The most difficulties is the medicines. In China, for medicines, for clinical medicine, we call it MBBS, the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgeries. It needs 5 to 6 years, so quite a long time, and you will be a doctor after you graduate. After you get the doctor degree. So if you really want to be a doctor, if you really want to be learn the medicine majors, it will take a long time, take a lot of money, and of course the paying is very excellent. And after medicine is mathematics and physics. That belongs to science. Actually, if you want to learn engineering and with a very high level, I want to be a high level engineering. The first things you need to learn, the first major you always need to choose is physics and math. And after math is agriculture. Agriculture actually is quite difficult. It's related to the biology, but it's different because engineering is applications for math and physics. But agriculture is the development of biology. It's a biology. So agriculture is not become a farmer in the future. Agriculture is do more research and do some labs in the school, and to develop more plants and animals, to searching for example, gene, such subject like this. And after that is law. If you are good at memory, you can always choose law, because become a lawyer is a very good option. And after that is economics. And if you're not good at study, but I want to have a higher job, I want to graduate smoothly, as I recommend the management related majors. So this is a brief introduction. And here, a result why the medicine is the most difficult things, because you can see from the graph, the most important things for medicine is chemical and biology. I gave them 9 score. You need to get a higher, very high level understanding about chemistry and biology. And also the language and interest is extremely important. And you can see from the management, the most important things is the personalities. If you are outstanding or outgoing, you can always choose the management, because management always engaged in communicate, negotiate, and if you like to talk with others, if you're good at make relationship with others, you can choose the management. It's the best choice. For the engineering, the most important things is math and physics. You should good at these 2 subjects. And another thing more important is interest. If you are interested in engineering, I recommend you to learn it. And your problem is to how to choose the majors. I can give you some. We have some. Actually, we have some report for the student to evaluate your how to say, your skills and your personalities, and give you some suggestions. In China, a bit hard if I read a bachelor degree in Chinese. Can you speak Chinese? If you can speak Chinese, if you want to study in China, you can learn the programs taught in English. I think you're good at in English. Actually, in China, we have over 200 universities have English taught programs. So what happened? And you can always choose those related majors. And if you want to learn, for example, technology, what kind of technology? There is the majors combine the business and technology. We call it management, science, and technology. For example, my major at school is information system and information technology. It belongs to management, but I learned a lot of knowledge about engineering. And I think in Australia, I study my master degree in Australia. In Australia, this major called Business Information System. This is a good choice. How about your score at school, at high school? And how about your language level? Can you give me some details, and I can give you some suggestion? And also, to choose a major, there are some bias. For example, if you choose to learn the computer science, some people think, oh, I don't want to learn computer science. I don't want to work in an IT company. But actually, can you leave your language level about your English language level? You can assignments like how many score if you take a IELTS test or Duolingo. Let me continue my topic about the my score in the bachelor is how old are you? Oh, you are 24 or 25. Okay, so you want to continue to learn a bachelor degree, or you learn Chinese? I see. If you learn Chinese at a bachelor degree and you want to continue get a bachelor degree, right? And let me you can leave a message. Okay, so based on your score, you're a very good student at your high school and at your universities. You learn Chinese, and if you want to continue, if you want to get another bachelor degree in China, you need to take 4-year time. I think. Do you think is okay for you? And if you apply for Chinese universities, do you want to get a scholarship or not? It's quite a long time actually. You're already 25. And when you graduate from a Chinese university, you should be around 30. To learn bachelor degree will take your around 4 years. And to get a master degree, only 2 years. So that's why lots of students choose to learn to get a master degree. And we have another programs. If you are interested in, we have a programs called CNC programs, and you can contact my consultant or consultant to get more details about this major. It only take 1 year to get the engineering related diploma. Only take 1 year. Okay, so why? Let me based on your background, I think you can choose to learn. Do you want to learn Chinese? Continue to learn Chinese? And if you want to continue to learn Chinese, you should pass the HSK5 at least. And it's much easier for you to get the scholarship for a bachelor degree, not for the master degree. And for the master degree, you should get HSK6, I think, to learn the literature. Okay, so based on your background, let me repeat your background and give you some suggestions about choosing major. So your score is outstanding, and your language skill in in Chinese is suitable for apply for bachelor degree. And the only things you cared about is the first things I think is choose the majors. Which kind of major you want? What you want to do in the future? Can you give me some ideas about yourself? If you want to continue to learn, no. If you want to learn Chinese, actually in China it's not. The Chinese language is not to learn from the basic level. Chinese language is learn with all the Chinese students. I think to learn translation is a better way. I think now there in our room they are all Chinese. They are all students who learn Chinese before. Let me think about it. If you want to learn the bachelor degree, you can choose whatever you want, but there is important things. For the school, if you want to learn the engineering related programs, you need to pass the entrance test. For Chinese university nowadays, they have online test before you get the offer. If you pass the test, they will give you the offer. So if you want to study, okay, so let's back to this one. The engineering is difficult for you right now, and the management categories is okay for you, and the literatures also, and the education is okay, and economics. Do you want to learn accounting? And in the future, you can work in a accounting department. As you think you have a skill. I think for students who learn Chinese for 4 years, you need to have a skill. The skill means in the futures, for example, the lawyer, the law, the accounting, the finance. But in Egypt, there are no finance related company. I think accounting. All the companies, not only Chinese company, also the other Egyptian company, they have accounting department. And for IT, the computer science. Computer science is not that difficult, but the computer science need to pass the math test. And before we talk about the international trading, if you would like to, but for now, the international trading is difficult to find a job. And about the management, let me see. E-commerce. Are you interested in e-commerce? E-commerce like online shopping platform. And I think in the future, Egypt will have this kind of opportunities, job opportunities, and industrial engineering, tourist management. I think tourist management is a good choice, but I'm not familiar with the tourist company. You should to know which kind of the employee they're looking for. If they are looking for some people who get the related degree, I think you can learn it. And if they don't want, they just want someone who can speak Chinese, I don't think it's a good choice. And also the hospital management. there are so many 5-star, 4-star hotel, and they're looking for someone who can speak Chinese. And if you know the hotel, how the hotel running, and if you know Chinese, is best for you to find the job. Okay, so now we have some options. The first is the I think the hotel management or management related programs. And the second option is to learn translation, not Chinese, to learn translation, to do the simultaneous, how to say, can I say it's a simultaneous translation? For example, if we join a meeting, someone will help them to translate at the same times. This one need to be accurate. And there's a second. This is the second option. The first option, management related. The second option is the translation. The third option, I think you can do something related to the accounting and economics. In economic discipline. Okay, so first, management, literature, and economics. This is 3 options. March. No, actually, there are no school apply for scholarship in spring intake programs. If you want to get a scholarship, you should apply for the September intake program. And if you don't care about the scholarships, we can help. But only, as I know, only few, around 10 universities accept the spring intake. So you can contact my consultant. I can leave the hello? Is anyone here? My colleagues, are you here? Okay, I think someone will contact you. And I think this is 3 directions I gave it to you. And another one, 你说你想申请中国的硕士学位，如果你要首先你申请硕士学位可以申请，但是你的要求是什么？比如说我要申请硕士学位，但是我想你们可以you can talk privately, you can follow us, and we will fund you. 然后如果你想申请中国的硕士学位的话，其实所有的学生都可以尝试申请，因为中国有很多的学校，每年其实有很多学校是接受不同水平的学生。如果我水平很高，我学习成绩很好，我可以申请去中国的好的大学读书，或者说如果好的专业去读书，我不能说学校好与不好啊，申请这种竞争更激烈的学校。那如果我要是学习成绩一般，但是呢我也想来中国读硕士，其实是可以的，我觉得问题不大。但是呢你的要求是什么？因为每一个学生我们的申请的要求都是不一样的，所以我要根据你的要求来给你推荐学校，好不好？有一些学校其实对于学生的要求不是那么的高，但是你首先在语言上面一定要有一个可以授课的语言，比如说我的英语很好， 那我选择英文授课，这个没有问题。但如果我的中文很好，我选择中文授课也没有问题。但是我的英语也一般，中文也一般，都可以说。但是学校不可能两种语言同时用两种语言给你授课，所以呢，一定要选择一个语言，并且达到它的入学标准。对于中文授课的入学标准 HSK 要达到5 HSK 5，对于英文授课雅思6.5分或者同等水平是可以申请英文授课的。所以我们在选择这个授课语言的时候，要看我哪个离我的这个线，离授课的这个水平线更近，我就选择那个语言。如果你要是不在意学历或者学位的话，你可以选择一些 non-degree program， 就是非学历制的项目。这些项目对语言的要求就相对低一些。如果你要申请硕士，中文授课的 HSK 5，你必须要过，这是很难的一件事情。经常有学生来咨询我们说，我的语言成绩不是特别的好，但是我对学位就是学校没有要求，我可不可以申请？即使你对学校没有要求，你说我什么学校我都可以接受，但是学校有要求，学校的最低要求，硕士中文授课是至少达到 HSK 5，可能有一些学校能接受 HSK 4，但是这种项目是需要，我觉得运气成分，就如果你更有把握一些，你想要说我，更有确定性一些，我确定我一定能拿到 offer， 或者说我有更高的概率的话，是要通过 HSK 5，是要通过 HSK 5级的。Okay, so let's back to our topic for today about the bias of majors. For some students, if they I gave them suggestions to learn computer science and technology. They think, I don't want to work in an IT company. Actually, not. To learn computer science and technology can work in lots of different type of industry. You can work in a commercial bank to establish the system and the maintenance, and work for the government to maintain the to do the database maintenance and the system need to establish. You can also work, of course, you can work in an industry, work in an IT company, and also a lot of company need the people who learn computer science. So that's why we call it major. And for the mathematics, some people think, I learn mathematics to be a scientist. Actually, it's not. It's totally wrong. To learn mathematics help you to better understand about the data, about the code, and about the machine. So if you want to do something related to the engineering, I recommend you to learn mathematics or the physics first. So this is a bias of the majors. I just give some examples. And the difference between majors. Actually, the difference between the majors is not that big. So in the same categories, the majors at undergraduate stage are not so big different. For example, the mechanic engineering and the robot engineering. Actually, the 80% of the course are the same because the knowledge, the fundamental knowledge are same. So if you choose to learn the mechanical engineering, it's a better for you to understand. It's better for you to choose the categories, not the majors at the bachelor degree. Okay, and about the study abroad in China, a lot of students didn't know about Chinese universities. Actually, China has over 1,200 universities, and I think around 3,000 university and colleges. For the bachelor degrees, usually is 4 years. I think in UK and in Australia, the bachelor degrees are 3 years, and in China is 4 years. And for some special majors, for example, in clinical medicines and the dental medicines and some civil engineering medicines, they need 5 or 6 years. And the rest of the majors need 4 years to study. And for the master degree, usually is 2 to 3 years, and the doctor degree is 3 for 4 years. And we also have another way to apply. If you're not study well, you can choose to have to learn the diploma at the first, and then and then use the 2 years to get the bachelor degree. So 3 plus 2 years is a more direct way for the students who study not well. And in China, we have 849 public universities. For China, of course, public universities has the top level education abilities, and the top ranked university all other public universities, and the public university offer with lower fees. And we also have 425 private universities. Some universities cooperate with the like American universities with a UK university, so you can get get 2 degrees, bachelor degrees, when you finish your study. So it's a very good options. And for the level of the Chinese universities, for the QS ranking, top 500 global universities in Chinese, there are 67 Chinese university, and for the UK, for the US News top universities, we have 72 Chinese universities, and the Peking University at QS rank is 14. It's very high rank. It's same level with Americans like Harvard, Yale, and Stanford universities, and the UK G5 universities. And for the Tsinghua universities, in the US News ranked 16. It's the top 1 in China. And the teaching language, we have 2 different teaching languages. Some students might think, oh, I don't want to study in China because I don't know Chinese. Actually, you don't need to know Chinese. It's not that difficult. You can use English. You can join the English taught programs. And right now, recent year, we have over 500,000 students, international students from different countries and regions choose to study in China. And I think this is the top 5 or top 3 in the whole world. We have the most most numbers of international students, ranked I think top 3. And for the scholarship ratio, most of people can get the offer with the scholarship, but only few of the students can get the full scholarships. It's very competitive recent years. So if you want to get a better, if you want to get the higher scholarships, only 2 ways. The first way is to study hard, and the second way is not to choose very competitive universities. And this is the Chinese universities. And for the applications, for the Chinese students, for the Chinese universities, generally we start to apply for spring intake, March intake programs from November to end of the December, and they will get offer from January or February, and will fly to China at March. And for most of students, most of universities, they start to apply from the autumn intake programs. Autumn intake programs, they start from I think from December. And some universities start the whole years from September to next year September's, and just a few of the universities, and most of the universities start at December until the next year, I think end of the May. So if you want to apply for a study in China, you should prepare all the documents before December. Prepare all the documents before December. And after December, we can help to study, apply for the offer and the scholarship at the same times. And you will get the offer, I think, after March. This is a whole process. You can see March intake program only 3%, and the autumn intake programs is 90%. So if you want to get more opportunities, more options, I recommend you to apply for autumn intake programs. And we also provide some professional evaluation programs. So if you guys want to apply for this, I need to leave the QR code for the students. You can, hold on. You can scan the QR code and leave your message, leave your, to do some tests, and we can provide some professional education report. Professional assignment for your guys, and help you to choose the majors. Hold on. Wait a moment. Okay, I will leave the QR code in our group, in our WhatsApp group, and then you can take a look. So it's all the information about all the content about today's live streaming. I'm so exciting today, and I'm so grateful all the guys attend this presentation, attend this live streaming. Okay, so see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Laura. Thank you. Bye bye, Laura. Thank you. I think it's not working.